first of all, I just want to remind you that we must register for the kangaroo competition, and how to do that, simply open Kangaroo KSA site. So before going on, just remember your deadline to register for the kangaroo is 22 February, and of course the exam is less than 1 hour and a half, so 1 hour and 15 minutes, 75 minutes, and it's going to be on Saturday, 18 March, for the grades 5 and 6 from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And of course, the results are going to be on 5 April. And how to register? Simple steps: go to kangarooksa.com, and simply from there you're going to press on register button, and of course you're going to put your information. So there is Arabic, okay. And you're going to make a login. You're going to log into your Mohiba account using your ID number or your email address, and of course the password that you all know, your own password. Now, small revision. Yesterday we did the first 11 questions. We did only question 11 with 4 points, so it was medium question. And today we're going to work on the medium questions. So first of all, I'm going to be fair. Let me see who raised his hand so he can help us. Okay, I'm going to start with Ahmed.
Hi, Mr.
Hi. Ahmed, please, can you read for us?
The arrow starts with 12 and follows the arrows using the rules shown in the picture on the left. What number will she finish with?
Okay, so help us solving this.
Here, Mr., we see that 4.
تم تعطيل الكاميرا. طيب لا مشكلة. إيه جو.
Now, Mr. here, when she is 12, when she goes down, we are gonna multiply by 4, right?
Okay.
If we multiply 12 by 4, it's gonna give us
48.
48. And then we go right, we're gonna multiply by 2. 48 times 2 is gonna give us
96.
96. And now we're going down. So we are going to multiply 96 by 4, which will give us, I think, 404.
404. 96
Now
times 4.
And now 404.
No, not 404. Remember, 96. We need only 4 to get 100, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 100 times 4 minus
384.
4 times 4. Right.
And now we're gonna divide 384 by 2, which will give us
192.
192. And now we are going to multiply 192 by 4, will give us 768.
Yes, using your calculator, right?
I'm multiplying, I'm not using.
Okay.
Now 768 will divide it by 2, which will give us 384.
Okay.
And now 384 divide by 4, which will give us 96. And now 96 divide 2 equal 48. And now 48 divide 4 will give us 12. And now 12 multiply 2 will give us 24. And now 24 divided by 4 will give us 6. So, Mister, I think the answer is 6.
Yes, right. But I can help you more with that. No need to waste a lot of time on calculations. Which grade are you in? Grade 5 or grade 6?
6.
Okay, so I want you to focus on this way. When we are going down, we are multiplying by 4. And
Yeah.
when we are going up, we are dividing by 4. So any number multiplied by 4 then divided by 4 is the same number, right?
Yeah.
So we can cancel those two, for example.
Okay.
So going right, multiplying by 2. Going left, division by 2. Dividing by 2. So also they can cancel each other. So one right will cancel one left.
And now here on the left, one right and one left, we can cancel them again.
Okay. And those right, left, up, down. And this one up, one
So
down.
remaining only divide by 2.
Yes. So simply 12 divided by 2 is equal.
6.
Okay, so this kind of questions, okay, we are not dealing with the big numbers. We are only reaching the 700, which is not so much big, but we are wasting time. Remember, your exam is 75 minutes. So if
Okay.
we are going to waste a lot of time on a question, for me, I'm going to tell you advice, skip it.
Okay.
Go for others. But remember, always there is a small trick to do it fast because we don't have enough time, okay?
Okay.
So anyone have questions in this, how we solved?
Me, Mister.
Who?
Me, I'm Fatima.
Okay, Fatma. So simply what we did here is the following. This number will start by multiplying by 4, then multiplying by 2, then multiplying by 4, etc. But any number, when we multiply by 4 and divide by 4, we are going to have the same number. Take example 10. 10 times 4 is 40. Divided by 4 is 10.
Yes.
So any arrow going, for example, down can be cancelled with one arrow going up. I'm going to multiply by 4, then divide by 4. So I'm doing nothing. And the
Yes.
same for left, right. Multiply by 2, divide by 2. So we canceled them. One down will cancel one up. One right will cancel one left. And we did the following. We found that we have only one arrow left,
Okay.
which is divide by 2. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. So directly I'm going to choose the answer B.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. So no one have questions now here, right?
Right.
So, teacher,
Yes.
like, we did nothing because it's like divide, multiply, right?
Yes, by the same number.
Yeah, but if we did the other way, it will be correct, but it's long.
Yes, it will take a lot of time, and our exam we need to finish 30 questions in 75 minutes.
Yes.
So if we are going to waste a lot of time, and especially remember, it's question number 12, 4 points. So it's a medium question, not hard one. Usually you're going to waste time on the hard questions. So the medium and the easy questions, we need to make them fast. If they are going to take us long, skip them. And if you have enough time at the end, go back to them, okay?
Mister, can you
Okay.
Can you do it again? I just can't.
Okay, who is with me?
Selma.
Okay, so what we did is the following. So when we go down, we are going to multiply by 4. When we go up, we're going to divide by 4. So any number multiplied by 4 and then divided by 4 is the same number, and we can take example about that, like 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So they can cancel each other. 1 up can cancel 1 down, and 1 left divided by 2 can be cancelled with 1 right times 2. So we cancelled. 1 down will cancel 1 up. 1 right will cancel 1 left, and so on. Then we found we have only 1 arrow left. So this arrow stands for divide by 2. 12 divided by 2 is simply 6, so we chose B, and we are done with all the work. No need to calculate all the time and waste our time on this calculation.
Okay, I understand.
Okay, now let's move on. Going also to be fair. So, Walid,
Yes, teacher.
read for us, please.
Mas'ud and his friends built the number 22 with 66
2022.
Okay. With 66 cubes, as shown in the picture. They painted the whole surface of the structure yellow. How many of the cubes have exactly 4 faces painted?
Okay, so show us your ideas.
We look at the picture, the ones that we can see that have 4. The ones we see that have 4,
We count them.
okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So, starting with the 2.
Yeah, 2.
Which one have 4? So if the first element have one side 2, and the one that we can't see 3, and 1 down 4, and 1 here 5. So we're not going to take anything on the corner. The same for this, right?
We're gonna take the ones we see.
No, it's not about what we see. Some of them we cannot see the side. Look, remember this side, for example. We can see this face and this one, but the one in the back we cannot see, but it's already painted, right?
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, and there is 1 down.
That's
So there is 4 faces here that are painted, right?
yeah, and the same with the other one.
So we're
The
going
one
to take it the same for the other one too.
this one has 1,
This one,
1, 2, 3, and it has the back.
yes. So it's going to have 4 painted faces. I'm going to count it.
1, 2, 3, 4. And the next one has 4 also.
Okay, in this case, you can directly skip because this one will be like this one, right?
Yeah.
So directly skip and take it. This one is like this one. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
And the same with the other 2 next to it.
I will say right, true. And this one also true like this.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, and behind 4. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, this one is also, and the one
Okay.
behind it is also guaranteed.
Under it, yes. And this one.
1, 2, 3, 4. This is also right. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is also right.
And this one.
1, 2, 3, 4. This is also right.
Okay, so let's count. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Well, we can save a lot of time by doing the other 2s, which means we have 14 plus 14 plus 14, which is 40 times 3.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you have a good math teacher. 3 times 4 is
12, but 2 did 1 up.
2 and 1 up, right? 3 times
And then
1.
3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4.
Okay, so 42 and those 2's only. We didn't test the 0 yet.
Yes.
So directly go to your choices. Any number under 42, I'm going directly to proceed.
Cancel.
We don't need them. So our answer will be C, D, or E. Let's count here under 0.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. So I think I only have 3.
This one, 3 only, the one at the corner.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes,
Yeah.
remember there's in the back. So 1 and on the left 2, 3, 4. Here it's connected and here it's connected. Remember, any cube have 6 faces. But any cube that will be connected from 2 faces, it will be in the condition of 4 faces painted cube, okay? So it's
And
connected 1 here and 1 here.
yes, and the entire top is also correct.
Yes, so all of the 0 is correct. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So
18 plus
42.
42 is 60.
So directly we are going to choose which answer.
E. E.
Right.
Teacher, can I ask you a question?
Yes, of course.
Teacher, why only we can delete it, the 2 we delete the that we deleted up and the down and the right
Yes.
and up and we do the same on the other 2's.
Yes.
So we don't waste time.
Yes, because the same shape, of course, they are going to have the same condition because they have the same shape, right?
Yeah, because 66 minus 6 with x's equals 60.
Yes. So we're not going to count 1, 1, 1, 1, and we will test each one alone. It's a waste of time. So Walid did the following. He directly found here it's 14. 14 times 3 because we have 3 shapes of the same number. And then it turned to be 42, 1, 42 cubes, okay?
Mister,
Yes.
how do we know if this one's wrong or this one's right?
We want to imagine, so they asked for 4 faces painted. The first one was wrong because we know that there's a face here and face back, so 2 faces, one on the top, one down, so on the bottom, so we are going to have 4 faces and one on the left. So 5 painted faces. And remember, small rule, that each cube has 6 faces. So in order to have this condition, 4 faces painted, we must obtain that cube to be connected with 2 cubes in order to have 4 faces painted. So this one is connected to 1 cube only. So it's going to have 5 faces. This one have 4 faces because it's connected to 2 cubes. So you can imagine, or you can work on mathematics. It doesn't matter which one is easier for you to understand. You can use it.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Anyone have any question here?
Yes, me teacher. When you finish, you do it all. You do the 14 times 3. How did you get 60? I don't
Okay.
understand this part.
So 14 times 3, we found for the 2's. We didn't find for the 0. And then we counted the 0, the blocks and the 0 that have 4 faces painted. We found they are 18. So simply 42 plus 18 is 60.
Okay, I understand now. So easy.
Welcome. Now let's move on. I'm going to choose. I have Nagam. Nagam, are you with us? Okay, Talin.
Yes.
Yes, Talin, can you please read for us? I'm sorry, I
Yes,
chose
yes.
you for the hard question.
That's all right. 14. A rectangular-based water tank has dimensions 1 meter times 2 meter times 4 meter. 25. As shown in the left-hand picture, the tank is turned so that a 1 meter times 2 meter face becomes the base, as shown in the right-hand picture. What is the depth of the water now?
Okay, what any ideas?
Yes, teacher.
Any ideas how to solve?
I'm actually not sure.
Okay, so I'm going to remind everyone, in order to find the volume of a shape or a liquid in a shape, we are going to multiply the 3 sides. So, for example,
Okay, so
here,
we're gonna
here,
multiply just three spaces, or I mean, sorry,
3 sides.
3 sides.
Yes.
So we're gonna take here 2 times 4 times 1.
Okay, so if we multiply times 1, we're going to find the whole volume.
Yes.
Here, we only care about the liquid.
Mm.
So 2
So
times 4 times
2
what?
times 5.
Not 25. We're going to say 0.25 meter. This one is wrong. They wanted to type
Oh,
25
alright.
centimeter, not meter. So from centimeter centimeter to meter, we are going to divide by 100. In other words, we are going to move the decimal point 2 units to the left.
Okay.
So 4 times 2 times 0.25 is equal to what?
So 4 times 2 is 8.
Okay.
And then 8 times 0.25 is...
Let me make it more easier for you. 4 times 0.25 is 1. Right?
Yes. Sorry,
Times 2,
because it's a little lagging for me.
0.25 is 1 quarter.
Okay.
So 4 quarters are 1. And multiplied by 2, it's simply 2 meters cube.
Teacher,
Yes.
if you see the liquid in the other side, you see it's half of the 4 meter.
Half? Are you sure?
Like almost. But I don't understand how we made it like 2 and multiplied it 2 and 4 and 25.
So we found here by multiplying 2 times 4 times 0.25, we found the volume of the liquid only.
Yes.
So the suggestion of Vitalim first 2 times 4 times 1 is to find the volume of the whole rectangle. I
Yes.
only care about the volume of this water.
So
We
or
care
this
only
liquid.
about the 25%, 25 centi.
So, teacher, for the second one, we're just gonna times, if I'm not wrong, 2 times 1
2 times 1
is
times
2.
something will
Is
be
it,
equal. Look, so here when we found it's 2 meter cube, the volume, when we flipped this shape, of course the volume didn't change. The shape of it changed because it was like this, now it's like this. But the volume will never change. Like a can of Pepsi, for example. So we have 250 milliliters. If we turned it not on the back, for example, to the right, it will remain 250 milliliters. It will not change. So what we are going to do here is the following. So 1 times 2 right times something, it will be equal to 2.
Times 1.
Right. So simply, I'm not going to write the units now. I will say 1 times 2 times something. If someone here is in grade 5, he will feel like a complicating idea, but we're going to type x. So 1 times 2 times x equals to 2. So 2x is equal to 2. We have, it's obvious for us that x is equal to 1 because we need this 2 to remain the same. So simply x is equal to 1.
So the idea here is multiply the base by the liquid.
Yes, by the height of the liquid.
Yes, like the base times the height of the liquid.
Yes. So after multiplication of those, all of the ideas we're going to find. By the way, multiplying by 1 is not wrong because if we found the volume of the whole shape, we will get 4 times 2 is 8 times 1 is 8 meter cube. And 2 meter cube is the volume of the liquid. So simply we can say that 8 meter cube over 2 meter cube is equal to 4. So in other words, we can say that only 1 out of 4 of the whole rectangle is filled with water. So when we flip that shape, we can directly say we have 1 over 4 of this. So 1 over 4 of the 4 is 1. So simply you're going to choose the D. So it doesn't matter which way you're going to use, which rule in mathematics you're going to use, but you're going to reach the same answer in all the cases. Now, who have questions here in this question?
Teacher,
Yes.
how did you make the 2, turn into 1 meter? Like I saw you, but I did like I didn't understand how.
This 2 on the right or 1 on the left?
No, when you the one on the right, when
Okay.
1 times 2 times x equals to, because x is 1. How did you make the 2, the answer, turn into 1 meter?
This answer, you mean?
Yes.
Yes, this answer is this answer. The volume of this shape will not, the volume of this liquid in this shape will never change. I told you, like the soda can or Pepsi can, it contains for 250 milliliter. So if we flipped it, if we dropped that can down, it will remain 250 milliliter. The volume will never change unless you took some of that liquid. But here we didn't take anything from the liquid. We only changed the position of the container.
So the volume doesn't change.
Of course, because we didn't take anything from it.
Yes. So it's 2.
Yes. Until we
Mister, I
build
have a
our
question.
equation. Yes.
So what's the question? What matter? So you're saying what? No matter how we flip it, it will still be
The same volume.
the same size. Yeah,
The
but
same volume.
is the question about how much it added, or what is
No.
the question?
What is the depth of the water? In other words, they
It's
want.
the same. So why write 1 milliliter now?
So why write what?
1 meter.
Yes, they want to find the height of this now.
Let's see.
So the
Is
height
this the
of
length?
this.
The length. So they're
Yes.
talking about the length.
Yes, they want to find the length or the height for this water now.
I thought how much yeah. So so the answer is 1
Yes.
because of the 0. Okay.
Now, who have any question? Okay, so we are going to move to number 15. Also a hard question. Now I'm going to choose Hisa.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. What's your name, please?
Hessa.
Hisa. Okay. So please can you read for us the question?
The picture shows a piece of a transparent test paper with a design drawn on the paper. The paper is then folded twice. As shown, what would be seen on the folded paper?
Okay, so clear for you. We're going to have those shapes on the transparent paper, and then we are going to fold it down and to the left or opposite. You can start to the left and then down, doesn't matter. So what is the shape? What ideas do you have?
When we fold it, it is okay. Okay. I think it's B.
Okay, so it's not guessing directly. And by the way, it's not going to be B because if this one is switch and this one is switch, they are not going to be confounded. So let's do them step by step. So simply we can start from here or from there, doesn't matter. If we started from here, this triangle will be opposite. So it will be like this, right?
Yes, correct.
And let's look inside of it. We have this triangle.
Yes. We'll flip it.
So it's going to be the same.
Yes.
So if I'm taking the midpoint, and I'm joining the lines.
Yes.
And the lines inside it, they are going to change. They are going, or the same, in other words, by the shape. So all of them are going up towards like this vertex. The same, but they are going to be in different direction. And now, if we
Like,
flip this one,
Yes.
it will be where?
It will be the same at the same that
No, in fact, this side will stay the same, on the same position, right?
Yes.
This side will be here,
Yes.
and this side, of course, it will be here. So the triangle up will be here. And look at this square. It will have this side on the same place. This side will be here. And we are going to continue it. The one on the top will be here. and the one on the right will be here. And this triangle will be here. So let's look at those arrows. They are going down into the vertex, and we're going to send them to the vertex. So our answer will look like which choice?
At C.
Look at the arrows inside. And see, they are horizontal, but I have vertical arrows.
Oh yes.
I'm going
A.
to cross it. Yes, A.
Yes.
By the way, they gave us like a small hint here in the choices. I have confounded triangles. We can directly take away the B, D, and E, and we are going to choose between A and C. So if we missed those arrows, we are going to choose C.
Yes,
And
I
if we didn't, we will choose A. But
forgot.
choosing one of them, A or C, it's a 50% chance to choose the right answer, which is better than 20% of choosing any random answer. 50% is a high percent.
Oh yes. With you. Yes.
Okay, now who got any question here?
So, teacher, we
Yes.
flip them as the arrows.
Yes, of course. We didn't flip them. In fact, we looked, they are going like to the perpendicular vertex. So I'm going to send them to the perpendicular vertex.
Yes, like the arrows that tell you down. We need to make the shape on them.
Yes, of course. The arrows matter. If we didn't do that, we are going to be confused between A and C. The only difference between A and C is the arrows. But directly here, it's clear for us because there will be no horizontal arrows. Horizontal arrows from vertical to horizontal means I'm going to flip only the arrows, not the whole shape. Now, I know this question is so hard for you. I'm not asking you to imagine it. I'm asking you to put a piece of paper near you and a pen and draw it. So when you draw, it's so much easier for you. Like you can see here, I did the following. I couldn't guess the right answer without drawing. Maybe I can imagine it, but it needs time. So drawing it is much easier. So all of you, you must draw and check your choice.
Mr. I have a question.
Yes?
Will there be a drawing tool inside the web app?
No. So I'm
So
sorry,
that's
but
why,
no, you don't have.
because it would be better.
Yes, I know, but you don't have. That's why I'm asking you to bring a paper with you and a pen.
Oh, we're gonna go online.
Yes,
Or
online.
something like
So you're going to prepare paper and a pen with you, and you're going to draw.
Mr.
Yes?
The quiz online or I go
Yes, online.
Okay.
Now we are going to move to number 16.
Can I answer? No answer. Final exam.
Yes, Nawal.
Okay. The area of the square is 100. What is the area of the shaded figure?
Okay, so we know this area, and by the way, no need for them to tell us it's 100 centimeter. We can see it directly. 10 times 10 is 100. You need only to find the shaded shape. Yes.
So, wait. I think in the middle we have a whole one, so I think it's a 1. And
Where
in the middle,
the middle is what?
a whole 1.
No, we don't have any whole one. As you can see, this is the line. It will be here, here, and here. So there is no whole squares.
So we have half.
Look, first of all, if you want to think about this question, it will be so confusing. Always, from this grade to grade 12, I'm going to give you a small advice. And this type of questions directly divided.
I divided what by what?
No, divide your figure. So if I divided it to 2 parts and then I cut it like this, it will be easier for me. So now, what is the area of this triangle? I have now triangle here, triangle here, triangle here, and a triangle here. So the area of the shaded part is this triangle, the area of this triangle, plus this area, plus this area, plus this area. And what is the area of a triangle, a right triangle? I'm going to revise it for you. So it's this side times this side over 2. The reason of that is this side times this side is the area of the rectangle. And over 2 is only one part, which is the right triangle. Okay?
We multiply by 2.
We are going to multiply this side by this side, and we will divide it by 2 to get this area. So this side is how much? Remember, all of this is 10, and this one is divided to 4 blocks, right?
Yes.
So each block is how much? 10 divided by 4.
Teacher, is the answer 25?
What is the answer?
It is 25.
No, 2.5.
So 2.5.
Right. So I have two sides. 2.5 plus 2.5 is what?
5.
Okay.
5.
Let's put the 5 here. And this one is only one side that we found. Each side is 2.5. So it's 2.5. Let's continue on all the sides. So this side is 2.5. This side is 1 unit, which is 2.5. This side is 2 units, which is 5. As you can see, this triangle is the same of this. And this triangle is the same of this. And this triangle is the same of this. So the 4 triangles are equal in areas. They all have the same area here. So it's simple. We can only find one of them, and we are going to multiply by 4 so we can gain time. So 5 times 2.5 is, you can use mental math and say 2.5 times 4 is 10, times 5, as if I'm adding 2.5 to the 10, is 12.5. And the area is this side times this side over 2. So I'm going to divide it by 2. So 0.5 divided by 2 is what?
0.25.
Okay.
24.
And the 12 divided by 2 is 6, so 6.25. By the way, you cannot do this like me directly, because maybe I'm going to have 11 here. 11 divided by 2 is 5.5. So 5, and I'm going to add to the 25, 5, so it will be 75. So you must always start for division from the left to the right. I directly did it because 12 is a multiple for 2. Only for this case, I directly started from the right, not from the left. Now, we found that the area of each triangle is 6.25. How many triangles I have? I have 4. So directly we are going to multiply the 6.25 with 4. And this one is also easy for mental math. 0.25 times 4 is what?
25.
One.
Answer is 1. 20.
4 times 6 is what?
24.
24.
24.
Plus the one that we left.
25. 25.
25.0. 25.
Yes, 25.0 doesn't make sense. 24.0 is equal to 25. So 25 is our answer, centimeter squared. So it's directly here. It's B. Clear?
Clear.
I have
I have question.
Yes. Who have questions? Start.
Faris Al-Gharbi. I want to
Yes,
ask you.
Faris.
See, why we don't imagine, but these triangles, we put it on the square, that the empty thing. We put it on the square, so we imagine a square and do this.
Okay. First of all, we know that this is a system. So we know that each one is a square.
Yeah.
And our only given is the total of this square is, I have 10 centimeter, 10 centimeter.
Yeah.
So directly I used that fact because using the squares, dividing our shape and using the squares will help us. We can measure each unit alone. If we didn't, we will be confused.
But teacher, we can, if we put these triangles on this empty, we easily know 5. So 5 times 5 equals 25.
Okay, I will show you a different way if you want to think like this. Here, for example, after dividing the shape, I'm going to work on one side and we're going to multiply our answer. So if we didn't find the length of each one and we are not going to make those calculations, so directly you will say that this triangle, this shaded one, is the same, is equal to this one, right?
Yes.
And this whole rectangle is equal to this whole rectangle.
Yes.
So how many we used here?
4.
How many? No, in fact, you are near the answer. So we used how many of the whole square, of this square? The 2 times 2 square. We used 1 over 4.
Okay.
Because if I draw here a triangle, so I have 1, 2, 3 empty triangles and 1 shaded. So 1 shaded out of 4 triangles, going back to the fractions lesson.
Yes.
So 1 over 4, and here the same, 1 over 4, 1 over 4, 1 over 4. The whole area is 100 centimeter. 1 over 4 of 100 centimeter. If you are grade 6, you already took it at the first trimester.
Yes.
1 over 4 times 100 out of 100 is 1 over 4 times 100. And of course, the 100 is of denominator 1. We're going to multiply.
It's 400, Mr. It's 400.
No, no, of course not.
No, it's 25.
The 1 times 100 is 100.
Equals 25.
over 4 times 1, which is 4, and of course it's equal to 25, right, Faris?
Okay.
I thought because
Teacher.
I thought it was the one like that we took in grade 5.
No, we're not going to do it like this. By the way, even in grade 5, I don't like the way of teaching you directly to multiply so we will have the same denominator. I prefer to find the GCF and find the specific denominator, not GCF, LCM of the two denominators, or LCD, least common denominator. Yes.
And least common multiple.
Yes.
Is it the least common multiple and the least common denominator?
Yes, they are the same, but we can say the LCD for fractions. To be specific, it's the LCM of the denominators. So LCD is only like a shortcut to directly go to the word problem.
Okay, thank you.
Mister, I'm only taking LCM right now.
Yes, it doesn't matter. No need for you to work on this way. I solved that in both ways because this way grade 5 knows and this way grade 6 knows. So we solved it in both ways and you can do it in any way you want.
So,
Miss,
like,
Now, who have any question?
Mr. I have.
Yes, what's
Yeah,
your question?
My question is, I didn't understand how did we find the area of the triangle?
Okay, the area of a right triangle, remember right triangle, not an triangle, is side times side. We're not going to multiply the hypotenuse this side and this side. The sides near the 90 degrees, the right angle, sorry, over 2, because this side times this side is equal to the area of the whole rectangle. And always the right triangle is half of the rectangle.
Okay.
So 2.5 times 5 over 2 is equal to 6.25. And 6.25 is the area of one triangle, and we have 4 identical triangles. So that's why we multiply directly by 4 to get 25.
Okay.
Now, who have also a question?
I have a question, Mister.
teacher,
Yes.
Yeah, I want to know, how do you know the GCF or the LCM so fast?
It's like when you practice a lot,
Do you have it?
directly you
Do,
will.
do you memorize, or do you just do it in your head easily?
No, in your head easily.
Because I think it's because multiplication table, right?
Yes, of course. That's why we always insist on you to memorize the multiplication table, not only for GCF, LCM, for everything. In your real life, you are not going to multiply easy numbers using your calculator. It's a waste of time.
No, I know the 9 table because I have a trick on my hands.
Yes, great. You can use any trick, but you must memorize it.
Mister,
Yes, Muhammad?
I was gonna ask you if we can move to the next question because there is only a little bit of time left.
Yes, of course. And if we didn't do it, we're going to do it tomorrow. Okay? Now,
And
start reading for us.
5 minutes and a half. Okay. The year 2022 is a special year because the digit 2 appears 3 times. This is the 3rd time Najba the tortoise has lived through such a year with 3 identical digits. What is the youngest Najba could be by the end of 2022?
Okay, so what are the ideas do you have?
The idea is she's like Najba has lived through such a year with 3 identical digits.
Okay.
Okay. So now we need to find what the number of her age is, right? The
You must
least.
find first of all the three identical digits in 1 year.
Yeah, it's 2022.
Okay. Before it, what is our choice?
What are our choices? A, 18, B, 20, C,
No,
22.
not those choices. Your choices for the years that have three identical digits.
3 identical digits that happened.
Yes, before that, 2022, of course.
1999.
Okay, it's a choice, of course.
Mr. I know one too.
Which one?
It's 2000.
2000. Great. This is the trick of the question. 2000 have 3 zeros.
Teacher, I know well, but it's so old.
Yes, so it doesn't matter. We don't need anything old.
I know the answer.
Yes, what is the answer?
23.
Yes, of course. So we are going to subtract 2022 minus 1999.
23.
It will be 23, which is
The answer D, Mr.
D.
How?
Right.
How? Like
You need to deduct 2022 with
Yes.
1999. Then how much is that? It's 23 years. So the tortoise was born in 1999,
Yes.
basically.
So, who was
Yes,
asking me?
but if I minus the 2022 from 2000, it will be 22, and here is and here is 22.
No, if we minus from 2000, but we said that it was born from 1999, not from 2000. They mentioned in the given, this is the third time, Najiba, the tortoise has
Third
lived.
time. If it was second, it will be.
Yes, it will be 22 years old.
Yes.
And by the way, to subtract them quickly, we're going to say 2022 minus 2000 is obvious, 22. And we're going 1 year back, so 22 plus 1, 23. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Now, anyone have any question in this number?
Mister, it's probably the easiest question we did today.
Yes, but if you didn't see the 2000, you forgot that 0 is a digit, and you skip this year, you are going to not far. So we were saying about 1888.
Teacher, I was a little bit late because my laptop wouldn't start working.
Yes, don't worry. Hopefully now it worked and everything will be recorded so you can see everything recorded. Okay, you can watch what you missed. Okay, thank you guys. And tomorrow we're going to work on number 18. Okay, thank you and good luck.
Good.
Bye.
Thank you, teacher. See you
Bye
tomorrow.
bye.
See you tomorrow, Mister.
Hopefully,
Bye,
bye.
Mr. Bye.